Hey friends, let me continue 2008 story. So I told you right. One point I forgot is Veera. Why Rajesh said don't give alcohol, because Veera mix both beer and whiskey and drinks and vomit on the carpet. He doesn't clean. So since the room is inconvenient, then I used to sleep in the couch in the living room. Because most of the time we start searching for jobs. I will tell you the process how we search the job. So then he doesn't clean. So the next day he argued that he didn't. That is the Rajesh experience, and Rajesh told, so don't give it to Veera. That's why I refused to give him beer. But he used to go to 3 guest houses, right? Yeah, he used to go to another guest house and he got the beer and drink. He repeated whatever. But Rajesh used to give money, and I used to walk to the Iselin, that center, and then I got the drink, wine for him and the beer, I think. So it's a good, the days are going on. So when the twist here is I got $1,000 from my father to America while leaving. So my father said he heard people send money to India, but first time I'm seeing you carry money to U.S.C. So that's what, and also the banks I applied for loans for F1. During F1 visa, they refused to give. So the moment they came to know I got H-1B visa, they asked, is your son need a loan or like that? So the world knows that H-1B means a dollar. I would have show you dollar bill, but that's fine. Then the twist here is when I call India, they say, do you have a job? Then I said yes. Then why don't you take family? That is the biggest next question, right? Then I said I don't have income. What is this? You are telling you have a job, but you don't have salary. What is that job? If you don't have a job, come back to India. When it take for me to understand, I was in shock, right? So then I started learning from the calls, vendors. Day 3, you have seen that video. Employer Krishna Nallutla, that guy, he made my name change, PK Srinivas to Kumar Pandravada. Then I told the same thing to the investigative journalist who is writing book on me, on my channel. Then I said I didn't object, but because in America the naming pattern is first name and last name, right? In India we go by initial. So then what is a job? Then what is project? Project has started and ended. Then who is a client? Because in India our jobs are permanent. Client is in US, right? So then who is a vendor? Vendor is a broker. The client keeps vendors. The vendor should have this quality. His funds, whatever, and the vendor insert his wife as a spouse, let us say spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend as another layer. If it is a vendor is from India, like TCS, Cognizant, Accenture, whatever, you think MNCs, but they are most of them are Indians, right? Indian outsourcing companies. Let us not name it. If they are there, the delivery manager, HR manager inserts one more layer. So who is a layer? Layer is a broker. If you don't understand, I quote one example. A girl, a prostitute is traveling near my town, Kakinada, Peddapuram, to Mumbai, Panvel in Mumbai. So one broker is taking her in the bus, train or aeroplane, sitting next to her. He will do this. Come. I will take you to my agency, like that. So those are called layers in U.S.C. Illegal layers. So they take your money. So that's why I said avoid layers. So then I used to write on my hand, okay, vendor A called, vendor B, then vendor B called, then I have to represent vendor A name, that is vendor C, vendor D, E, F, G, H, like that. If you break the chain, they will drop your resume. So then I understand they are all forming the layers. So finally some vendor called, your employer is not signing the project though you got selected. So then selected means you have to have this vendor has to submit to the US client your resume. So if there is one job, in 40 minutes Indians will submit thousands of resumes. So prime vendor has 3 recruiters, so he will search only 3 into 12, 48 resumes he can take, right? He cannot take thousands of resumes. So that's why you have to submit to American vendors, not Indian vendors, is what I realized. Because Indian vendors, they form as chain, multiple chains. I'm not against India or Indians. This is what I noticed in the guest house. And a Mexican American lady used to come and clean the guest house and 3A office also. So then I understand most of the cleaning jobs Mexicans are doing. But in spite of it, our guest house looks very filthy because most of them men, right? When girls are also there, also it looks filthy, but restrooms are unclean, dirty. Though she came from by car and clean, then we look at her car, oh my god, the cleaning people also have a car here, because we 100 people don't have car, right? So then day 16 we went for playing SS and everything by walk only. So then by train we went to Trenton because we could not pass the written test in Rave. Then Veera told, let's go to Trenton, people passing there also we failed. Then I realized it's not the location, you should have common sense while writing the test, is what I realized. Yeah, just a minute, I shared the video, just watched your shared with outstanding. You told all minutes details about your force based for life, honesty at its best. Thank you, brother. And so driving test, and then Rayara told go to Capital One office is there next to guest house. Then we applied credit card. There's only 500 limit. It's not sufficient. And then in New Jersey we have seen people pour gas and put in the air. That is gas station, the workers are there, but in other states we didn't see. Then that's what. And one time, like I talked to my email to my manager in Mindray, saying that they all think that I'm going to heaven. So it's like this, I'm in guest house, there is no salary. Then she told, complain about employer, because in America if you don't get paid, the employer will be arrested, is what people in India were thinking. So then I said, it's not like that. You cannot go anywhere, right? So they told you lie and they bluff you and bring you here. So that 1 week I was thinking to go back or not. 1 month passed. Then dream, right? Let's see the project. So then I met one guy, I don't want to name that person, Edison, and because I saw him in the Iselin temple, Baba temple, because I saw him in we attended SAP basis training together in India. And then he told he will introduce to his friends who has companies. Every Indian here have a green card. They have opened a .com company, like kumarexclusive.com. It's my blog, personally I'm writing, but if it is suppose I'm doing a business, kumarexclusive.com, I will tell people as a company. Company means in India, or Indians think that it is a big building, thousands of employees, employer will pay salary. No, that's not the concept. It's a consultancy or resume forward a company basically. So then it's kept going on. Then I met people, it's fun and entertainment, but the same way we are searching for jobs. And then Veera, when there's a Malayali guy, he wants my resume, then he asks Veera to give my resume. We don't know who will forward it to the client, but people ask, copy paste your resume. Vendors will copy the resume and change the names and submit to someone else. employer managers also will do. Then Avan and myself, I asked, we interviewed Krishna Nellotla, what did you do in India? He studied BCom, he never worked in IT, he came to US on H-1B. Then he told Java he worked, but then he joined as a BDM, Business Development Manager in 3. I used to report to Prasad Bindra, he's a Karnataka guy. So he's from the Karnataka. So that's how he got a job. Then I said, let's give me a job like that. I will work, because 100k salary is 9 to 5 government job, and every H-1B place they will get $1 per $1 to $3 per hour from H-1B salaries. So each BDM given some 100 or 50 H-1Bs to handle. So it's easy, right? Job sitting in the H-1Bs get their jobs. So America is saga of tragedies for Indians is what I wrote. There I wrote Khan's story, Brajesh story, Verma story. These are all I wrote it on the blog. Jangam story on. I changed the names actually. I will go by one. Yeah, Chaudhry's, they formed a group. One night they were scolding one guy, Suresh, I think. He told bad about another Chaudhry person in India, and for matrimonial matches, right? People inquire, and then they say this guy has smoking, drinking, go to strip club. These are all common among bachelors here, either boy or girl also. So that is what I revealed there, and the match was refused, and I don't know whether they beat him or not, but they are all have big arguments. Then I thought of tell them, please don't fight. Then they said, Swamiji, get out. They used to call me Swamiji because I put this sindoor here, like Indian women put, right? And I wear that religious clothes at the time of morning prayers, and then I give whatever the prayer I do, we do prasadam to God, right? Like I used to give. That's why people treat me as a Swamiji. But evening we have what you call whiskey. Same way I get out and I went to my room and I slept. I don't know what happened till morning. So Rajesh complained why outsiders are coming. So that's why they troll Rajesh. Like it was fun, and then one day I formatted helped the guy laptop is that IBM guy, Tamilian guy, and because I put a USB stick, he got angry and he asked me to format and give it to him. His laptop I did. I don't know why they are shouting like that. It's like a ragging. I came first, you served to me like that. But later he realized his father was expired and he wants to do that ceremony and guest house. He didn't expect that I will do that much volunteer service to him, and later his car was stopped on the highway, so he called guest house landline, and I went with a small box can and I filled the gas and went to. Maybe he doesn't know how to call insurance, or I don't know whether he has auto insurance or not. So then I requested one time to take me to one vice president house. He was working for Tech Mahindra at that time, Satyam Computers. I told him I will give him the cost of the gas and all. No, what happens if cop stops? I drive speed. That's how that forgot his name. Later he called me and expressed his excuse, whatever. So he refused to give a ride. In guest that Satyam vice president is my distant relative. He was in New Jersey, so he asked me to come for lunch. So but I could not meet him because nobody there to give a ride. So this is the kind of we felt literally there are no legs if there is no car is the situation. Got SSN, got credit card, then applying the jobs, and one guy in Boston, they asked me to come for in-person interview. Then I started making arrangements like how to go to railway station, from there to bus station, from there to Boston, again take a local train to the guest house. That Raj, Hindu converted Christian recruiter, basically claims he is the company owner, and he asked me to stay in the I met one North Indian, he's an exchange guy, and then yesterday I went for an interview because I don't have money. He offered free guest house, right? From then, almost a decade, Raj was with me, and this the subscriber, that is a different story. So then I went to interview. I attended interview. Even before interview, after interview, I took a cab and went to American Prime Vendor. There is a rule. You have to meet them. They do analysis. How did you do interview, selected or not? So all that is done. So I don't know why I didn't hit the project, because the employer tell by law, by policy, we don't reveal the PO to the employees, purchase order. Then MSc Master Service Agreement, we don't give it to employees. So that's why we don't know what's happening in the back end. Like, you attend a client interview, client will say when will you join, but vendors and employers, they all fight. They say that guy is a Tamilian, we don't sign. That layer last time did not pay salaries, we don't sign. Your billing is $85 an hour, they are offering only 65, we don't sign. So like that Iselin temple where I made the SAP fan, right? So he told Kumar, if you don't mind, there is a job under him. He explained, for example, I forgot to tell, he transferred huge exchange knowledge to me, and in his office, we went to his office, and he explained on Sunday, not about office one, but in general exchange and technologies, Microsoft technologies. 3 hours, 4 hours we had that session, because there were no family, so spend time on technology. Then he gave a Cisco router. I said practice CCNA and appear for CCNA exams, MCSA exams, upgrade papers. So those kind of things I did with the friend Suresh, and then it was a wonderful journey, but he fell into MBA trap. That is a different story. And then he said there is a job, but he doesn't know whether my employer agree or not. I called my employer. He said no, we don't agree for $45 an hour in Bridgewater. So I don't know what is $45 to employer they will give. I don't know that also. Why employer will give? Because first of all, I was in shock, right? I came, but no salaries, but job is there. So finally, Kaiser Permanente, I got a project approval. So, but there is employer started circulating he created a fake resume. No, we don't agree. Then one interview, one Indian guy scolded me. Then I went to office. I called Imtiaz and I went to office and I scolded him. I don't want America resume, I want my India resume only. Then they said we'll get lobbying. I don't care, because I worked 10 years, why should I fake my resume? Then they agreed. Then I started putting my India resume and then attended interviews, and then finally what happened, again got a Kaiser Permanente project. The background check went to India. PVR Prasad sir, late, is no more now. He got a reference, and my supervisors got a reference in the government where I worked. AMDCU I reported to him. Then they all gave a reference. India reference is done from Delhi, third party. But that guy reported, your Krishna Nellutla is not returning call. Only 3 times we will call. Third time if he doesn't attend, we will write our feedback. So then I told Krishna, why are you? He said, I'm busy. What fucking busy, man? So he did not attend even my reference background check call also. Third time he attended. Me will take no source. They scolded me. Your employer is not responding to your background check. And then finally it's a December end. Then they put it on January. This is how. But while going Boston, I got one Bengali Babu. He shared knowledge, but he hates South Indians, so he started attacking too. So this is the story about till I am meeting the first project. So let's continue further. Thank you, friends.
ఇండియా వచ్చేసాము.
మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి, అమెరికా ఎందుకు వచ్చారు?
నీకు నాకు స్టఫ్ లేదు మాస్టర్, మనకి ఎవరు ఇండియా జాబ్ ఇవ్వట్లేదు, సో హెచ్ఆర్ అప్లై చేసుకుని ఇక్కడ వచ్చాము. మనకి ఇండియాలో టీసీఎస్ కూడా పెద్ద కంపెనీ జాబ్ ఇచ్చి ఉంటాం, ఇండియాలో ఉంటాము అంతే కదా.
Yes, correct.
We don't have stuff, so we apply to America. That's it, as simple as that. It's not as if like we had big stuff. అమెరికాలో నువ్వు జాబ్ ఇస్తా అని చెప్పి మనకి ఎవరు ఇవ్వలేదు, ఎక్స్చేంజ్ చేసుకుని వచ్చాము. We never had stuff, but it's reality. You have to accept it. ఇండియా వచ్చేసాము.
మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి, అమెరికా ఎందుకు వచ్చారు?
నీకు నాకు స్టఫ్ లేదు మాస్టర్, మనకి ఎవరు ఇండియాలో జాబ్ ఇవ్వట్లేదు, సో హెచ్ఆర్ అప్లై చేసుకుని ఇక్కడ వచ్చాము. మనకి ఇండియాలో టీసీఎస్ కూడా పెద్ద కంపెనీ జాబ్ ఇచ్చి ఉంటాం, ఇండియాలో ఉంటాము అంతే కదా.
Yes, correct.
We don't have stuff, so we apply to America. That's it, as simple as that. It's not as if like we had big stuff. అమెరికాలో నువ్వు జాబ్ ఇస్తా అని చెప్పి మనకి ఎవరు ఇవ్వలేదు, ఎక్స్చేంజ్ చేసుకుని వచ్చాము. We never had stuff, but it's reality. You have to accept it.
Feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy. Gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it. I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret and frenemies. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it